.NET Core application is ready. Let me go for this program.cs file. So how to create a minimal API? See, if you open a program.cs file, it is having the four responsibilities. The responsibility one is, what is the responsibility number one? Services.
Service.
.NET having the set of services. See, everything is a service. You are doing some operation, right? I'm doing the payment. It's a service. I'm calling an API. It's a service. I'm doing some action. It's a service. Second one is middleware. Next one is configure endpoints. All your interviews will be run on these 4 points only. Most of the questions. Next one is run application. Sorry, run application. Okay, so let me create the API endpoint here. The third one I'm doing here. So how to create the minimal API introduced in the .NET 6 version? Simply you can able to configure in your program.cs file. Yeah. So how to create this minimal API? App dot
app.map get
map get.
map get.
I will pass the two
Okay, you want
parameters.
two
Yeah,
parameters.
I will explain. Two parameters. For example, I want to get a list of the products. Okay, so it is going to take a callback function. For that callback function, you are having any dependencies, you can able to pass it. Okay, the injectable object. So from this one, let me return. Okay, then now, so just example. So when I say product, I'm expecting this one. This will be return this list. Okay, so let me start on it. So launch browser default false, right? Okay, open this URL. So my application is running. Let me check slash products. You can see the product on the UI. Simple. This is my minimal API. So let me convert step by step, step by step. At the end, I will show you the system end-to-end design. Okay. Okay. So next, what I can do, right? I want to call it. I want to get the products from where? API. So the products are relay inside of the my database. Okay. So let me take this a connection string. So you can say connection string here. So copy this connection string. Hmm. Where to add a connection string? How to add app setting.json file? Correct? Here is one of the interview question. In general, they will ask like, what is the difference between the app setting.json and the web.config? In general, 90% getting the normal answers, right? Not only you and me, until we know that the problem of or use case of that one, right? The use case of the topic they're asking, if it didn't work, didn't see in the real time, we are going to get a different and a normal answers only. Okay, the answer can be C. In the .NET framework, we're having the web config. It is XML based, but in the .NET Core, we're having the app setting.json file. It's a JSON based file. Okay. So simply you are going to add in that XML format, their connection string, everything is there. Here you are having the app setting.json file. Then why they given? Why they change? Instead of maintaining the app.config, why they're changing to app setting.json file? Because to maintain the JSON structure? No. There was a multiple reasons are there where we are getting the production issues. So if you're asking the same question to me, right? For example, today I have that some change in my application. Okay, so let me talk in it. App.config or the configuration means which is a related only connection string? No, it can be related to the security. Okay, it can be related to the connection string or environment variables, or you can able to hold the term secret keys. So where I can able to add those secret keys means Azure Key Vault or AWS, I can able to use that one. Okay. So next, what type of the issue with the web.config, right? For example, now you are adding the new secret key where you need to be add. You need to must add in the web.config file. If you are working with the .NET or framework application, I mean, I'm talking about old .NET before the cloud. Okay, .NET framework. So it is exposing the code. Yes. Everybody able to see? Yes. Everybody can see it. Okay. Now we are changing that one, keeping on the cloud side. So what is the problem here? Whenever you are changing XML of this web.configuration file, always you need to be restart your IAS. Without restarting the IAS, it will not work. It may not reflect. You must restart the IAS. Okay, I will restart the IAS. What is the problem? Whoever is users doing the transactions and working at the same time, right? They may lose that action or not. System will be down or not. System will be down. Second one is you may cache some data. The cache data also will be go off. System down, cache data will be go off. Whenever IIS restarted, right? At the time, if you are opening or visiting the application, it will be slow. These are the problems. How to solve it? If you go for app setting.json file in the .NET Core, it will not be restarted. Okay, your cache will be not there. Your cache will be keep on maintaining, no issue. So to solve such a problem, we are having this app setting.json. So one of the problem. So in the interview, you need to be talk like this one. Target to your project and explanation is expecting. Okay. So let me add a connection string. Let me say default connection. Okay. I just copy right connection string. Let me copy. Let me add inside. So many information it is adding, right? All these are not required. So let me. So simply you can require, right? You can say data source is equal to local DB, MS SQL local DB. Next, you can say like integrated security true, persistent security info is the false. You need to specify the database. What is your database? So I'm using the database name called test. Okay, database is equal to test. So connection string is ready. Yes. Next, let me show you the problem of this one. For example, this is my API. Okay, so I don't have the code, right? I can't able to throw an exception, correct? So if I want to throw exception through the code, how I can able to throw new exception. So now I'm going to be explain about the exception middleware. That is the reason I'm throwing this exception. I'm having some exception while visiting that URL. Okay. So let me start this application. So app setting.json, something we copied, right? Some mistake is there. Oh, something came in the next line. While I copied, right, multi lines, it is came. Some exception is coming because I'm running in the debug mode. In the debug mode, you can see the exception. Leave about this one. My intention is the exception. See, it is throwing like this. Some code is throwing like this. Is it a correct way to show the exception to the user? No. If you're showing this one, user can't able to understand. Not only the user, admin person, whoever is using your website, they can't able to understand until they are the developer. So nobody will not a developer. Right? So let me break down this one. So how to fix this issue? So now we need to build a system called exception middleware.